Hey everyone, Kyle here. Welcome to episode 43. Just wanted to do this little disclaimer before we get into the episode here. So the audio for some reason got pretty messed up. You can still understand it. I did have to do a ton of editing. It is a little scratchy, a little bit difficult in places to understand. And I really apologize for that. I apologize to Sarah because it doesn't sound as great as it should. I apologize to the listeners for for this. But I think it's still a really amazing conversation. Sara is an awesome person, one of my favorite people in the world now, and I think you guys will all really enjoy this conversation. So I'm sorry again for the audio, but Sarah's awesome, and you're really going to enjoy this. So without further ado, we'll jump into it. Welcome, everyone. This is Our Travel Experiences. I'm your host, Kyle Rasmussen. And today I have with me a very special guest and my favorite tour guide, Sara. Sara, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Kaya, for the introduction.
Yeah, yeah. Well, tell the listeners where are you traveling at
So, hello everyone. My name is Sara and I'm from Morocco and I work as a tour guide in my country.
Hey everyone, Kyle here. If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain a little bit. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and so much more. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's ANCHOR.fm. They'll have everything you need all in one place. I can speak from my experience. It's been awesome so far and super easy. So go check it out, guys, and we'll see you later. Yeah.
Covered all parts of my of my country. So I've been to the north, into the Sahara, Marrakesh, Fez, and everything.
Yes, and you were just my tour guide not too long
Yes.
ago, and it was an amazing trip, I have to say. I'm super sad that it had to end, and now I'm back in the U.S., but I'll have to take another one from you soon.
Yeah. Well, I hope, like as I mentioned before, I hope to lead you somewhere in other parts of the tour. And I'm also like really sad that it ends. Like amazing, and like the group were phenomenal. So I can't wait to meet you all guys soon.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Sarah, how long have you been a tour guide?
So I've been working as a tour guide since 2018. Exactly, I got my diploma in March 2018, and then I started working as a local Marrakesh. And in September 2018, I got my training of tour leading, and I started like leading tours around. And this is like was exactly what I wanted it since I got my diploma. Like I was more interested in like tour leading rather than just doing tour guide and local guide in Marrakesh because it
Mhm.
for me it was like an adventure. So this is what I really wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun because you get to travel along with everyone else
Yes.
too.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
That's
Yeah.
really cool. So, why did you decide to be a tour guide?
So, like, this is a long story. So, are you like ready to hear it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, basically, before I become a tour guide, I was an instructor. And I remember, like, in one of the days, I went to pick up from a place called Cafe de France. And basically to the Riyadh and teach them how to make tagines, etc. And when I was there, I just like witnessed a scene that will always be marked in my mind. So I saw the couple that I was about to take to teach. I saw them like really hugging and kissing their tour leader, and I said to myself, "Oh my gosh!" Like I had from my clients as a cooking instructor,
Mhm.
but it did not reach that level of affection. And I was really moved by what I saw, and I just told myself that this is the job where people share a lot. So,
Mhm.
and I went there and I started like learning more about the job, and I just came to understand that why the reason why some people or some customers would be like so affectionate towards their tour leaders, because travel in general can be a life changing or a once in a lifetime experience. And
Mhm.
um especially if you're doing like a trip to a country like Morocco, where it's like totally different from your culture. So, and just came to realize that the tour leaders usually are the key component of that experience. And that's, and I just like thought to myself that giving cooking classes was nice, but I think it's to take people, around your country to see the beauty of it and to savor its delicious food and try on fabulous traditional clothing and learn more about its rich history. So that's how like becoming a tour guide become my goal. And I've been like
Mhm.
started like searching for ways how to become a tour leader, and I was lucky, a training for people to become tour leaders, and they basically wanted the people who have experience in the field industry. So I worked as a cooking instructor, as a hotel receptionist, as an excursion agent. So those experiences like allow me to enter this, and then I got my and I become a tour guide.
Wow. What
Yeah.
a journey.
Yes, I know.
So,
It was a long journey, but I'm happy now.
yeah. Yeah, and now I can at least speak for our group in that we all loved you and we're hugging you and we're all really sad to leave you.
Exactly,
You made it so
exactly, Kaya. Like, so like we basically like when my traveler is doing that, I feel like I'm the main character. You know what I mean? That
Mhm.
same scene that I saw years ago. That's why like I get like so emotional about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is finally like happening to me. Now I'm the main character of, you know what I mean? So I was like
Mhm.
so happy, and I'm so happy I'm here. So
Ah,
yeah.
that's amazing. Um, so how long so we did this I did the Morocco trip through FTLO for the love of travel. How long have you been with that company specifically?
So like FTLO, I just started with them after COVID, exactly in
Okay.
2021. So and I like, so basically the trip we did together, you were at like a few weeks ago. Like, is it a week ago or 2 weeks ago? 1 week ago?
About a week ago is when we left.
A week ago. So like that was my seventh trip with them.
Okay. And the best
Yeah.
one.
Oh my gosh, like okay, yeah, so it's the best friend. I don't know, you're just gonna put me in trouble.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
every one of them has really like they're very special to me.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's interesting seeing all the different people because each time it's different people, different personalities, different group dynamics. I'm sure that's got to be fun
Exactly.
for you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're totally like different. But also like for me as a tour guide, it's all the time you I feel like you I just like take the shape of my group. So if they're quiet,
Mhm.
like I focus like on quiet stuff. If they're like, like more into like, fun activities, I make sure like I arrange those things. If they are into history, I make sure to provide them with that. So every
Mhm.
group, what I really notice, especially in my groups, there's usually like they have almost the same interest. So I try to focus on that. But if they are not, I usually and I always not usually I always make sure that everyone in the group that we do the trip as a group, but
Mhm.
every member gets what he wants from Morocco. You know what I mean? Like if he's
Mhm.
interested, for example, in quiet biking, I'm gonna rent. If he's interested more in coffee, for example, I can always suggest the best coffee shop for him. So for her or him. So we basically doing the trip, but in the meantime, you get to try the things you are interested at. You know what I'm trying to
Mhm.
say? So
Yeah,
not
yeah,
necessary to impose it on the whole group. So because we free time is also really important, especially in traveling with so we make that our travelers amount of free time, not too much free time,
definitely.
so they will not get bored, and not very little, so they can have some time to do their own thing. So
Yeah,
that's yeah. So, and I think it's important.
yeah, yeah, definitely. That's one of the reasons why I love the company is they really mix in free time with all of the activities, and I think it's a good balance that they make. I know I really
Yes.
enjoyed the balance that we had on the Morocco trip.
Yes, thank you.
Although I didn't get to go clubbing out in Morocco, so I'm a little disappointed in that.
Yeah, you're a little bit disappointed. It's all right. Yeah, but like we've seen, like we had like you had like a great fun at the finals and like you even danced
Yeah,
with the
I
belly
guess
dancer.
that's true. I did dance with the dancers at the last dinner, so I guess I'll count that.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. You were a good dancer, and you remember, like the whole group got like so many videos of you. Like I remember, like they told you like we got you from all the angles, and
Yeah.
everyone like was
I know. Now that's out there forever.
yeah. No,
Oh, oh gosh. Anyways, what I said my favorite part about FTLO. What's your favorite part about working for them?
about FTLO.
Hmm.
So there's plenty of things, but the thing that I'm really gonna focus on and I really love about FTLO is that you do smaller groups. And I strongly believe that smaller groups are much more better than bigger groups. Why?
Hmm.
Because like in smaller groups, we can always create like memorable moments by covering more destinations in a short amount of time, or also like if you notice like always have high chances to interact more with the locals. For example, like we can go in a restaurant, small restaurant of 5 6 tables, and eat there, or even like what we did last time. We can go to a family house and do like a cooking demonstration, like the pastilla we did. And also, I believe that smaller groups and I'm sure like you will agree with me, like in smaller groups there's always like so much flexibility.
Hmm.
So like whether we are talking about spending less or more time in a specific site or area, or also like even making like sudden stops, like what we did last time in a village or in a nomad tent, like
Hmm.
where we went there and had a glass of tea with the family, and we learned more about their Bedouin hospitality, and we got a glimpse of their culture and history. So that's why what I love the most about FTLO. And I really think it's when you have smaller groups, it's better, especially if you have like a bigger group, it's always like just driving your travelers or the people from point A to point B,
Hmm.
and it's really boring. So like the smaller groups, there's a lot of benefits, just as the ones I mentioned before. And also like those experiences are really great, to break their routine, and like also to get to know more about, rather than just keep going to the touristy places. So that's what I really love about Estella, like the smaller groups. Like this is like the thing that I love the most about them.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I would really agree with that. I felt like our group with 12 people really had a good dynamic of, we had a nice group where we did a lot of great things together, but we also got to, like you said, we got to do the pastilla making, which, you couldn't do if you had 50 people in the group.
Yes, exactly. That's true.
So yeah, I felt like we really got to see and do a lot because of the group that we had, and with it being that small number. Um,
Yes.
yeah, so that's really cool. I like that. Um, what are I guess that might lead into the next question. What are some challenges you face as a trip leader?
So it was hard for me to enter that male domain in the beginning, and my family as well was really worried. They really were very like encouraging to me, but they were really worried about me that I might not be able to continue because like in the beginning, like a lot of people were not happy about the idea of seeing like female tour leaders. However, there are some people that really supported me and in the beginning, especially like female like managers, and
Mhm.
I started work with, because when I got my diploma, I didn't want it. I've always wanted it to be a tool. However, like those companies, or the majority of them, they didn't familiar with the word female tour leader, so they always suggested for me to be just a. I didn't want that. So basically, I feel like they didn't want to hire female tour leaders because they were afraid that the travelers might not be safe with them. You know what I'm trying to say? But
Mhm.
recently, it becomes like more the women. We still like start seeing a lot like female tours only, and those types of tours, they require a female tour leader.
Hmm.
And also in FT, we can say 80% of the travelers are females. So that's why I believe like with male, it's more easier to communicate a female with a female. So
Mhm.
recently the companies start becoming, so that's why they ask for female tour leaders. So for example, in my previous company, we were like 120 and we were only seven females. So that's not much. And that was really challenging because it was really hard for me to find a job in the beginning as a tour
Mhm.
leader, because literally there is no company that wanted to hire me. So
Yeah.
for unknown reasons, I don't know. Maybe one of the reasons is that they were it was something new. They don't want. Maybe they were afraid that the travelers might not be safe with the
Mhm.
female or comfortable with the female tour leaders. But with the time, when we start working, when we get that chance, we I'm talking about me. I proved them wrong, and I proved them that I can do the job same as a man, or like much more better than a male tour guide. So
Mhm.
luckily now, like after 3 years, I managed to have a reputation, name known in the in the tourism industry. So now I feel happy, and that's why like I hope to pave the way for other females to be tour leaders as well. And so especially in this domain, because I really like hope to to make it easier for the new generation to be true leaders as well, and not face the same, the same struggles I've been through. So
Mhm.
that's the main challenge. Now everything's I'm really happy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I noticed everywhere we went on the trip, every like local person or anyone that was working at the hotel or the riad or whatever, everyone loved you, and you definitely have a good reputation in the
Yeah,
industry there. They were
yeah, I
like, "Oh,
love
you're with
that.
Sara."
Yeah, happy with that. I'm happy. I'm happy so far. It's just like you basically like I don't know, like the thing is like maybe sometimes um you just because if you notice like the way I work is always like being nice to everyone, being like smiley. I think that's also like help in building, because I always like try to build a relationship and like to be more friends with them rather than just a person than gonna come and spend the night and go somewhere, so maybe
Mhm.
that's why people they like working with me, because you know like I like to deal with them at a personal level, I'm trying to say. Like I usually like
Mhm.
ask about them, about their families, how they remember names, to have relationships with people, with suppliers, and with local guides, etc. Because so easy, and also it
Mhm.
makes things easy. For example, like if
Yeah.
I'm staying in a hotel and I want, like in the middle of the night, they will not say no, wait till the morning. They will make sure like I get my travelers get done thing immediately, because you are
Mhm.
more like their friend rather. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I think that's a great example of, if you're nice to people and you really, take the time to listen and care, it makes it fun, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, it makes everything easy, believe me. Like, and that's what I love. I mean, it's hard work, but you gotta do that because everything, need because of these things. It's more like
Hmm.
very blunt. I like to talk to people. That's why like I ask about everyone. And believe me, like when you care about people, they care about you. Or like my travelers have the greatest experience ever. So when I care about like the suppliers and my travelers are taken care, immediately have a great experience. So it's a so like everyone is gonna be happy at the end of the day, and I'm happy also when my travelers are happy. I'm happy too.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. I can definitely hear the passion that you have for this job. Which
Uh,
leads me to the next question. What are some of your favorite parts of being a trip leader?
some of my favorite parts to be a tour guide.
Hmm.
Um,
Like getting to meet awesome people like me. Can
otherwise, yeah, yeah, of course. Like, well, um, and doing podcasts with them, you are very special because I'm like, you know what is my destination tomorrow?
the
The Sahara.
desert?
So I'll be
Uh,
doing the departure at 6:30, and it's 11 right now. But yeah, but I'm so my job as a tour leader is that always make me feel empowered, and I feel like able to build relationships with especially with women, and those with an opportunity to generate an income. So when I do it, basically with their family, and I love helping like me in Morocco. I know how hard it is in this business. So you
mhm.
know, this is the thing that I really love because I and I really appreciate the company to design my tours the way I want. So that's why, for example, in demonstration, the nomads, if you remember at Muna,
Mhm.
like I go, so like they give you some
Mhm.
freedom to add your touch to the tour, empowered, made me feel to uh, gave me the opportunity to design the tour the way I want. And by having this freedom, I can help others, especially women. So, and I always want that, because and when I started working, I mean, there are like some women like become a tour leader, want to do the same and help other females. And her family, Muna as well. She's like all the time happy to see me, to see my travelers. I also like work with other people in another places. There's also a family that I work with. There I go like to the women cooperatives of Aragon, of the rugs, etc. So like I really love about my job, and I'm doing like other jobs, like I would not be able to do that. So
Mhm.
I think I'm really, that's what really makes me happy about my job. Because I feel like I'm doing something, I'm helping people, especially when I see how when I when I visit people again and how I see how their life improved. I feel like so happy. I made that change. I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
So this family and visit them and I help them. And the next time I go and that they are living more comfortably now, that they realize, that's give me like, and I feel so happy. Like when I tell them, so excited, wanted to make sure that the money goes to the right people. So they're also like very happy. They want to make sure like they help people like this, not just businesses that are already established.
Mhm.
That I really, really love about my job, and I'm just gonna continue doing that. And I like look for new people to help, and it's really like makes me feel like I'm a good person.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. I mean, it was really inspiring to see you on the trip, go out of your way to help so many of these people and these local cooperatives and things like that. You could just see people's faces light up when you came and you helped them out. And it was really cool.
That's
So
it.
I really appreciate that from you. You're getting me all emotional here.
I know. I get so emotional.
uh, anyways, we'll have to move on from that. What are what's been maybe the one or two most memorable moments you've had during your tour guiding experiences?
You mean like with my groups or like in general?
Yeah, either way.
I let me think. Oh my gosh, like this so great memories. I remember one time when I was going to the, so I was planning to go out to buy some clothes for the nomad people. One I had only girls in the group, so to join you, and we went all of us to the supermarket, to the market, I mean, and we got clothes, and we went the next day. We went for hiking for 4 hours to reach those nomad people, and we went
Oh
there.
wow.
They really welcomed us in their tents, and we had tea with them. And then we give the kids the the tracksuits, etc. They were like really happy because we also got them t-shirts with Messi, the player, the famous player, Messi, Lionel. So like they were playing with it, and we were like so happy, and like And then like they were like, we could see like the joy in their eyes. They like started crying because they didn't expect like they would the first time see the nomads. So that was like something very special to me. And we get like so emotional and happy about it, and that's something. And like this smile in those bright eyes of the little kid is something I will never forget. So that's
I
something
bet.
very, yeah. So that's very memorable to me.
That's so cool. That's that's amazing. You made such an impact on their lives, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they did the same to me as well.
Mhm.
They really impacted my life. For changed a lot of things in me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when you go like to social places, it makes you feel about the things they don't have. Or when you go and you see how the nomad they are, it makes you immediately appreciate the things you have and to be about what you have. So that's the impact I got from the nomads when I went that time and visit them. And I just like now I'm more content. Being content doesn't mean like you just in your same place. You have to be happy for the moment. Of course, you're gonna aim for
Mhm.
more, but you just need to be happy with what you have and the things you have, and be grateful. It's like
Mhm.
you can aim for other things, but don't keep because what you have, a lot of people don't have, which they have the same life as you do. So I'm really, really happy today, and I hope to see them again a long time and go there to see those. Uh, so yes, the most memorable moment.
Wow, that's amazing. I luckily had a similar experience in Guatemala where I got to bring school supplies to kids, and it was just the same thing. Everything that you said, it was amazing to see how happy they were with the little that they had. Really, really puts things into perspective for you. What do you want people to know about Morocco?
You mean like why they should come?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I didn't know really what to expect when I was going there, but I was really surprised and happy with the experiences that I had. And yeah, so why should people go to Morocco?
All right, you know, Morocco, like for me, of course, like Morocco because it's my Morocco, it's my country. I believe that is is really special for a lot of reasons. So to break it out, so geographically, Morocco has landscape as high mountains like with an elevation of 4,165 meters, for example. And then we have the Sahara deserts, which is the highlight of a lot of, and I'm sure like it's your highlight as well. What I really think makes Morocco really special and unique is the cultures and the lifestyle we have preserved, and also like see that lifestyle in the way we shop in the souks, so in the weekly market, in the variety of music we have and we play and dance to.
Mhm.
Example, from the shabby music that the family played for us to the gnawa music that we experienced in the Sahara Desert, to and also like in the music, even though like in Morocco we still have like so many types of music. So like the shabby music that have a mixture of poems and clappings, ululations, and so on. And so that's what makes Morocco very unique. And Morocco is very unique because it has like so much diversity in languages and in nature and cultures, etc. So that's why I think that people should visit Morocco, because it basically has everything. So for people who are interested in the beaches, there is like Essaouira, Taghazout for surfing. If they're interested in the desert, the Sahara Desert is definitely a must see. If they are interested in hikings, they can go to Tokal and do the hike, rock climbing, and so on. Morocco has literally everything. So
Mhm.
in basically it has everything for everyone interested are, you will definitely find them in Morocco. So much, they're gonna learn so many things from Morocco, like talking about in terms of, of history, culture. Morocco makes it really unique because, um, we have, as I mentioned before, like the Arabs, the Jews, and so on. So I think those things Morocco very unique. I highly recommend people if you can. I believe Morocco is a must see. So there is basically a lot of reasons why people should.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I was really shocked at how diverse Morocco was in terms of people and languages and landscape and food and everything. Um, it's really, really a melting pot. And like you said, I think it's a must see if you want to go to Africa. And I think it's just a must see in general. It's a great, great country.
Yes, it is.
And they can make it even better by touring with you. Um, so why should people take a trip with you, Sarah?
Um, I had questions. Maybe you can ask this question. Why people should take a
Well,
picture with me? I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
have
I
the
just feel like you have the answer,
yeah, I would,
or you want to hear my
personally,
answer.
both.
Okay,
You go first.
okay. I go first, or you go first.
You go first.
Okay. So you take a tour with me because I tend to focus more on experiences in the cultural side that travelers will not find or in Google or YouTube, etc. I always tend to create experiences that I cannot do by themselves.
Mhm.
That's why, mm, people should take with. It's not a must, but um, I just feel like my own way. I do things different to the other tour guides. Also, like I'm very someone who's very caring, so I care a lot about my traveler. Them all the time to be 100% happy about the experience. I try to provide them with as I mentioned before, we really unique authentic experiences. So that's something I really tend to avoid the very touristy like restaurants and activities and places, etc. Like for me, I consider my travelers not tourists, because the belief is that a traveler is someone who to um, interact more with the local, more about how Moroccans truly live. Maybe that's what distinguishes me from other tour leaders. Yeah. So, what is your answer?
Well, I I don't know if this is a long answer or not, but I'll try to put it into words. But honestly, I felt like I really got to see and experience all of Morocco, and even more than I ever even thought of, because of you. I know you really made it feel like I was at home, away from home, and I felt like you were someone that was easy to talk to, and just like like we were best friends, and we just met kind of thing. And um, yeah, I feel like I would not have got to experience Morocco if it wasn't for you. And so I really appreciate, you going out of your way to make sure that we were all taken care of, and you made sure everything ran smoothly. And I know you were constantly juggling things with all of the phone calls from all the places we were headed to, and it was fun to see your passion to share Morocco with us, and to give us, all the explanations that you did, and share all of those things that aren't touristy. I really appreciated, getting to see and meet some of the nomadic people, and some of the lesser known places around the country. Um, so yeah, I could go on and on, but it was
Oh
really an
my
amazing trip.
gosh.
I think it was really because of you that this has been one of my favorite trips and one of my favorite countries that I've ever been to.
So happy I love that guy. This kind of comments at the end of the tour. It's like a um it's like my reward, and I feel so happy, and I said yes, I did a great job. So at the end of the day, I really like want that, and I want people like to love me, of course, because I always wanted it to, people when they remember Morocco, they remember me personally. So
Mhm.
that's something very important to me. um when, for example, like when you go like oh, like I remember I took a tour like 10 years ago, and we had like a wonderful tour guide, like she was nice, etc. That something will mean the world to me.
Mhm.
And that's what I really focus on, because I want people like to love me, to come back again. Of course, like they recommend Morocco to their friends and their family members. For me, my job, I put my soul in it, and I always wanted the thing to be so perfect. And I really leave a piece of me in every tour I do. And every tour for me is different, is unique, special people to me. So I think I love my group members as much as I love my job. And it just makes me so happy to do that. And I'm really happy that you love the tour. And hearing you like saying those things to me, emotional right now. But we're gonna finish the postcast. No
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah, well, I know, in the future now, if there's any people, whether it's through my business or friends and family who are going to Morocco, I'm definitely going to recommend uh, you to them. They definitely need to connect with you if they want to get the best experience in
All right,
Morocco.
definitely. Yeah, I'll make sure I provide them with the best experience ever.
Well, and they need someone, to tie the turban. I still can't figure it
Yeah.
out.
You see, I don't know. I just like you see like when the driver used to wanted to tie it to Sara, it just like went out
Mhm.
so bad. I just like, I like, the thing about me is like it's like a lot of work, a hard work, but I just like to do everything to my group members, to my travelers. I like to do everything from A to Z, like everything by myself, because I like to do that. Because when I do it personally, I feel like I do it with love, with passion,
Mhm.
etc., with care. While the other people, like, they don't care, but I really care. So I want things to be so perfect. I just love that. I really love these things, every aspect of it. Sometimes, like, I just go in and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I had a great day with my group." Coming, I was like, "Oh my God, guys, I feel so happy because today was a really great day." So I said, yes, we passed another great day. And
Hmm.
it's a reward to me. I feel like so happy because like my groups at the end of the day get so happy. So that's like, tell, I immediately tell myself that. And
Hmm.
if like, when I asked them about like favors and the least favorite, they said like, Sarah, we had like this favorite. And and for example, like they mentioned few things that their least favorites, and of course like it's gonna be out of my hands. But when they said that, I said to myself, oh my gosh, Sarah, you did a great job. Looking forward like for more tours, for more people um around my country to share my passion with them, to share my dreams with the world. I just can't wait for that.
I I mean, I can maybe speak for our group, but we could really feel that passion and that caring that you had to make sure we had the best experience, and I think we all really appreciated that. I
Yeah.
know we all appreciated. Somehow you knew that we were struggling the first night in Marrakesh, and you came and helped us get McDonald's.
I
That
feel,
alone was amazing.
like I remember like I went to get few things done in my place, and said to myself, you know what, something is wrong, because I didn't see any text or any text in the group, and I was like, something is wrong. And then just like I just closed my place and I catch a taxi and I came, and I met the members coming out, and I was like, and I was like so happy I came. I don't know, like you remember? I just
Well, the organs were happy after that. Oh man. Well, I know it's getting late. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Um, what else? Is there anything else that you want to share with the listeners about being a tour guide, about Morocco? Anything?
uh I don't think, I think we covered everything. People, if you like traveling, Morocco is a must see. It's a great country. The country, as I mentioned before, you think you get to see in almost every aspect we have in the country. I hope that you come to Morocco and enjoy your time. And for the ones that want to be tour guides, being a is a great job, and it's definitely a lot of work. But if you love it, you're gonna do great. And always make sure to do you, touch and personality in the tours you do. So that's my advice. I don't know.
Yeah, I love it. That's a good spot to end. Um, yeah, that was perfect. I really appreciate you taking the time. It means a lot, and I really enjoyed the conversation. And I think everyone's going to want to go to Morocco
I
now.
hope so too. I can't wait. I enjoyed the
I will encourage
conversation too,
everyone to.
Kyle.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Sarah, thanks again, and hopefully we can connect somewhere around the world soon.
Yeah, definitely, Kyle. Thank you so much for this, and I hope to lead you in one of the tours and somewhere in the world.
Hmm. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, me
Um,
too.
well, have a good night, Sarah, and we'll talk soon.
Yes, have a good night, Kyle. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, Kyle here. If you enjoyed today's show and want more, you can always check out every episode on Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, and now Amazon Music as well. Just search for Our Travel Experiences on any of those platforms and it will pop up. You can also find everything all in one place on my website, ourtravelexp.com. And if you want to see my travel pictures as well as travel pictures from guests on the show, you can check them out on Instagram. The page is called Our Travel Experiences Podcast. And if you want to share your own pictures on the Instagram page or be a guest on the podcast, you can message me via that Instagram page or email me at ourtravelexperiences@outlook.com. I would love to see your pictures and hear about your travel experiences, so please send them my way. And if that isn't enough for you, make sure to check out my weekly YouTube show, From Around the World Fridays. Every Friday, I'm taking 5 to 10 minutes to answer questions from listeners, share some souvenirs that I bought over the years, share my postcards over the years that I've accumulated, or share videos and pictures from one particular city or country that I visited, and so much more. So check it out, guys. You won't be disappointed. And make sure you go subscribe to that as well. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you somewhere around the world soon.